Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Risk of Rain 2. We are saving the captain for last, because the captain impressed me a great deal with his mighty shotgun arm. So today, we are taking the Huntress into the monsoon, and I have moderate hopes here. The Huntress is, I think, even more fragile than the Commando, but obviously she's got a lot of stuff going for her to make up for it. She's a very powerful character in general. So I do not have her alternate special unlocked. Start and finish Rally Point Delta or Scorched Acres without ever falling below 100% health. That's a little tricky. That one could be tough. If your build is going well enough, you could probably just figure this out, like on the loop. But we do have her alternate teleport and her alternate auto attack. This is pretty great, obviously. And then this is kind of interesting. It doesn't actually tell you the most important part of phase blink, the most important difference between blink and phase blink. It does mention that phase blink is shorter. What it doesn't mention is that phase blink can't change your vertical position. If you look straight upward and hit phase blink, you will just teleport forward a short distance. I think we're going to try it today. It's good for mobility, it's good for dodging. It's kind of bad for exploring mobility. It's good for combat mobility. And I think that's what we need more on this difficulty, but who knows, we may end up missing the ability to get up on top of stuff with Blink. We still have the ability to Arrow Rain, which will shoot us up into the sky, and then once we're up there, use Phase Blink to travel horizontally. We'll see. We'll see how much it ends up mattering. I haven't actually played with Phase Blink much, because I just don't play Huntress a lot. Okay, let's find ourselves some cool items. Alright, we see the Newt Altar. Honestly, we have so little health that it might be really dangerous to try to take the Newt thing at level 1, or after the first biome, but I think we're going to go for it. Let's see if I can actually get up there the way I want to here. So we do this, and then we... this, and... nope, doesn't work. Fortunately, Phase Blink still resets your vertical momentum. My guess is we're gonna find that it's a little easier to get up there from that little bluff up there, but also we should like run around and grab some items if we can. Okay, I like backup magazine quite a bit on the Huntress. I think the Huntress's secondary skill is really good and powerful. And remember, our attack is agile. We can use it while sprinting. Alright, well, not great items. It's hard to be too mad about 2 payouts in the first 3 pulls, though. Unfortunately, we, not too good at fighting enemies that are that far away. Hopefully that'll kill him. Okay, that got him. Also, I don't know if this is a real thing, but it feels like the Huntress runs faster, like a lot faster, than the Commando, on top of having other mobility stuff over him. She just feels way less slow and doomed. Alright, do we want to try to do the Newt Altar? We're going to be pretty slow getting out here if we do. I think I do. Alright, we're gonna have to do it real fast. Man, critical hit would be real nice to have. If we get some crit, our auto attack becomes just absolutely terrifying. Alright, so we're going to climb up on this thing, and... oh boy, you know what? Actually, I don't think that's going to help. Well, we're going to try it anyway. No, this is definitely not better. Alright, well then we're going to try this one more time. Oh, interesting. Okay, never mind. I don't want to go all the way back up there. We phase blinked clean through that. Usually when you phase blink against a solid surface, it just stops you. But I guess if the space that you would blink to is clear, you just go right through. Let's not pull this again because I would rather do that. Yeah, we'll take the tougher times. Not really much in the way of offense here. Definitely not feeling super pleased about that. But I do feel like the Huntress has much better base offense than the Commando, so maybe we'll be okay. I'm gonna open this too. I don't think we want Transcendence. Transcendence replaces your... It, like, turns almost all of your health into shields, if I remember correctly, and I just don't think that's all that good for us, especially since we have a med kit and a fresh meat already. We're so much safer just because we can, like, continue sprinting while firing. Too many damn enemies. Trying to get into a position where I will feel like we have a suitable amount of cover for the explosion, which is probably going to be back here. Try to drop that underneath you. Also, as you might be noticing, I didn't even really think about it until just now, the Huntress's mobility skill carries you in the direction you are currently traveling when you hit the button, not the direction you are looking, which means we can continue firing on enemies while still mobility skilling sideways. I'd really love to kill this thing before it pulses again. Don't get silly, just... Okay. Well, I'd be lying if I said I was excited about the Chrono Bauble. Okay, so we're a little slow, but we are at least relatively tough. You know, Huntress relative. Certainly not the toughest you can be. I should probably not just be opening random lunar orbs. That thing changes all your heals to be heal over time, but makes them more powerful. I don't think we're... As a character with a very small maximum health value, I don't think we're in the market for such a thing. Alright, let's have a quick... I mean, is it even worth running around over there? Probably not. I'm almost certain the teleporter's going to be over here, and we just don't have any money, and... Oh good, more medkit. I mean, the biggest problem with the medkit, obviously, is that it's not great against the thing that ordinarily kills us, which is to say, 2 or 3 attacks in quick succession that each do like half of our health. Because we'll just die from the second attack before the medkit has a chance to go off. Alright, is there any other stuff around here we want to hit? No, let's pull the boss. Oh, hi, the boss. I don't really want to be this close to you. Oh, there's a third one. Why is it that we always get 3 bosses out of the Shrine of the Mountain? This is gonna get really ugly when it's gonna get really ugly when it comes time for the leech phase. Words. Listen, you're not paying me to words good. You're paying me to murder pots? What are we doing here? Oh, good lord. I'm not even 100% clear on what I'm taking damage from. I think there's 10,000 different fire elites. I think that's what I'm taking damage from. And we are going to have to disengage a little bit while we deal with that. Wow. Yeah, screw that. Literally not one offensive item. Alright, let's just get back in there. Not one offensive item in about 10 items, and then just non-stop elite spawns is a pretty bad combination. Yeah, sometimes you can get completely screwed by 0 offensive items. And the Huntress gets it less bad than the Commando, but it's still pretty bad. Okay. I think we probably have to not buy, like... Don't use a shop to buy a non-offensive item on purpose. We need to be 100% offense focused. Only buy things that either are clearly offense items or could be offense items until you get 1 or 2, such that you can reasonably clear a group of enemies, because nothing about what happened there had to do with our survivability, right? That was all about if you let the enemies build up too much, you die. Okay, cool. 24 money. Well, it's not offense. Let's look up here. You know what? To be perfectly honest with you, I am considering scrapping these items. And the thing is, they're not bad items, and I don't necessarily want to lose them to gain nothing. I just can't, There's a printer over there. It might have been attack speed. I would absolutely take some attack speed. Nope, it's sprint. I'm not opening random lunar pods, because they're not going to have anything I actually value. I guess we knew that wasn't going to be an offensive item because of the color of the chest, so I probably shouldn't have bothered. Alright, what about this? Okay. I mean, listen, we could go Artifact of Command, I suppose. It's definitely... like, playing Artifact of Command is 100% saying, I don't really feel like engaging in challenge today. I would like to just win the game easily. But we are not, we're not really getting anywhere this way. The random number generator just dunking on us over and over again. And it is wild that, like, across the number of chests we've seen on 2 runs here, including all the printers and these things, we've not seen a single offensive item. This at least could be offensive items in the future, but it doesn't help us right now. Alright, I guess we're going to the teleporter? Okay, that is something. That is helpful. And to be perfectly honest with you, it absolutely is enough to make a difference by itself. Well, that was clumsy. Alright, are there any boxes that we missed over here or anything? Yeah, and then, like, if you get no offensive items, and you spend time running around looking for offensive items, which you almost must, then you fall behind, the enemies get even harder to kill, and, like, with us not moving on to the next area for such a long time, we're gonna have to get real lucky from here to be able to keep up, I think. Oh, it's such a large number of enemies. Okay, now maybe we can fight the boss a little bit. At least we have the drone to absorb some fire. Okay, well, it's not a great boss item, but it is a little bit of offense and a little bit of enemy targeting confusion, and those things are both good. I'm gonna grab this, I think. This is a pretty solid item. And then I guess we're gonna leave. I don't really wanna... 7 minutes is bad enough. I mean, the Bleed Dagger is like, it's a start. But it's wild that we can have pulled, what is this, 8 items, and only have, like, one thing that is actually helpful in killing enemies. I was really hoping that low health beetle guard over there was going to run into that. Okay. It's a little ridiculous at this point, like... It does feel a little bit like we're being made fun of. Okay, well, Razor Wire is not offense exactly, but it might kill an enemy under under some circumstances. Obviously, you'd prefer not to have to get hit for a thing like that. Alright, what's out here? So we do gotta keep it moving. Well, we know this isn't going to be awesome, but we should definitely take it. You know, as far as health items go, it's not a bad one for a character who attacks at this speed. We have a little bit of money. It might be the case that we should have just pulled the teleporter. But I really would love, I don't know, something. Okay. The equipment that doesn't do anything. That's a little bit of a shame. That's a lot of imps all of a sudden. Or, wisps, rather. Okay, semi-offensive. You know you're not having a great run when you get fireworks and you're like, oh hey, that's almost the best item I have. Alright, let's go hit the teleporter, I suppose. Come on! Alright, well we should probably deal with the greater wisp here first. We can keep doing that, though. Realistically, that was probably more of an actual threat to our lives than the Beetle Queen herself. We just gotta periodically poke our head out of boss mode here and make sure we're cleaning up the wisps in particular. Alright, come on. Sweet offense item. It's another Beetle Guard. Well, I mean, again, it's not nothing. Sadly, it is among our better items. I guess we were pretty thorough already. I don't know if there's a lot more for us to loot. Alright, let's hope we have a little bit better luck here. $129 is pretty rough. And this is part of what happens when you go slow. So you start to, The price of the chests is based on the amount of time on the clock when you start the stage. So you start to go slow, you start to get chests that have a very high cost. Let's go grab these now before we leave. So we do not intend to come back over here. Alright, I mean, we're going to try it. We got to do it at some point. It would be very bad not to do it at some point. This is an equipment thing. Please show me any good equipment at all. Yes, that's good. That's a pretty good one. I'll take that. That is not the equipment that I was... Boy, I would swear that that's not the one that was highlighted. So that's very annoying. Doesn't look like we have much of an idea. Hey, look, that's a guaranteed offense item. Actually, I'm going to take the attack speed, but I think they're both good. We're going to be very reliant on good luck with our void fields in order to get anywhere at all here. Okay. I feel like that was as highlighted as the last one, but apparently the game disagrees. What am I doing? This is the wrong way. So we still have no idea where the teleporter actually is, and there's actually kind of an annoyingly large space to search here. Because it could be on the lower level. Or it could be up here. Alright, somewhere over here. Hey, what do you know? A thing that has no offensive items in it. We didn't actually get contact with the Prion accumulator. It did a lot of shocking him as it went past, but I shot it just over his shoulder, it looked like. Alright, we're burning out the elites pretty quickly now. I mean, our offense is certainly better than it was. That was bad. That was bad. Let's get some cover here. Buy ourselves a moment away from minigun guy. Unfortunately, I can't get her to target him. You only have so much control as the huntress over who you are shooting. Okay. Well, that was a nightmare. Yeah, when the Grove Tender starts shooting out wisps, it actually is a real problem because the wisps are targetable, and your targeting goes all nuts, and she starts shooting at random garbage enemies that don't matter instead of focusing on the boss, who matters a little bit. Okay. Ah, we got his boss item, which is actually amazing. Big, big fan. Alright, let's quickly run around and pick up a bunch of the stuff that we didn't get earlier. In particular, there's a guaranteed greed item chest over here that we should definitely pull. Okay, meat hook. Meat hook is not bad. Don't do this to me. One more. There it is. Alright, and then I think we saw another chest over here. Okay, Sticky Bomb. Sticky Bomb is a good item on this character, particularly with this primary attack. So we are on 21 minutes as we leave this this level, which is just abominable, truly horrible. And we're gonna have to make up a whole lot of time. This is a bad time to be leaving the level after this one. And the next level is one where we're kind of not going to want to go that fast, right? Because we have a red item at stake. So yeah, I don't know. This is bad. There's no two ways about that. I'm not going to take any of that stuff. We're not going to take any of this stuff. Do I want the spine? I'm going to take the spine. All characters deal bonus damage within the ward. Let's just try to, you know, not suffer too much from that. Now we do get our beetle guards in the zone. Our gunner drone doesn't come with us, but the beetle guards do. We have plenty of health and healing items. I mean, listen, we got toughness. We will be able to heal quickly between cells. We don't actually have all that much mobility that's relevant to the parts of this that are a bummer. Like, we're not able to climb the bluffs easily. So soulless probes right away could be bad news. This could be a real problem. Also, I don't much like the fact that we hit the button on the cell and there were immediately 4 of them in the sky above us. And as you can see, our offense is still quite bad. And we can do this thing, right? Maybe we just disregard traditional strategy. And we can actually do most of our attacks while sprinting. Actually, no, I think it's just our primary, but still. Yep, I think this is our plan. Okay, it is offense. Pretty happy to see Cautious Slug. Cautious Slug does nothing at all for the enemies. Yep, the imps are the wisps are the correct path. Who needs to aim, right? I mean, I guess that's always... It is always the case when you are playing Huntress that you do not need to aim. But here it is more true than usual. And I think the tracking wisps do fire our on-hit effects, because I'm pretty sure they're applying the Chrono Bobble, which means they also have a chance to apply the daggers. Alright, imps are a little bit dangerous. It kind of seems like the tracking wisps target whatever, they prefer to target whatever is closest to us. So probably we'll see a lot of imps dying of that. Oh, maybe not. They definitely skipped past the imp there to go after the probe. Elements of this are going alright. Yeah, it seems like the wisps are, the tracking wisps are doing a lot more damage than our shots are. We have no indication. Let's just get up here. We'll be able to tell from up here. Feels like a little bit of a silly strategy, but we have seen it work wonders in the past. Occasionally throw one of those out. We could still ult. And yeah, technically our ultimate and our glaive don't have the agile keyword, but we only have to stop sprinting very briefly to do them. And they're doing enough damage that they're not even being dampened all that much by the armor plating. You know, we really, really, really don't need more defensive items. Like, who needs a 4th Topaz Breach? It's hard to imagine. Oh, I thought it was the one that was... Okay, it's up here. I thought it was the one that was on the ground behind this. Let's maybe take a second here. Let my shield come back. This delay right here, is why I do not like the personal shield generator all that much. And also, honestly, why I don't care for Transcendence. It's like shield is so much worse than health. And like I really like the idea of shield is like you have to. It's the regen is less flexible, but it's really powerful. It all comes back at once. But unfortunately, the distribution of items is such that it's pretty much the case that the health comes back all at once. Kind of like if you have any health items at all, you're really unlikely to die via attrition. It's almost certainly just going to be a big spike. So, shield doesn't really have any benefits over health, but it does have a huge detriment in that it cannot be restored quickly. Boy, I don't see... Oh, there it is. It's right here. Well, this is going pretty well so far. Alloy vultures are definitely not exactly a high danger enemy. Oh good, the beetle's finally caught up. I do hope that they fix whatever the issue is with the beetle AI that causes them to attack you. You probably saw it happening a moment ago, where after the cell was complete, for no reason, your friendly beetle guards just run over to you and try to attack you constantly. And I think this one's doing it right now. And they can't harm you. It's not actually dangerous. But it does rob them of what little value they have, and again, I would say that they are like pretty clearly... Well, I was going to say they're the worst boss item. But you could maybe make an argument for the Genesis loop. The jellyfish item. But they're certainly not good. Alright, so just go this way. Get my shields back, give the little dudes a moment to catch up here. So we got stone golems, who are not going to be quite as easy to blow up with tracking wisps. They will actually... They have enough health to survive to get some shots in, potentially. But I'm expecting on this node, this cell in particular, we're probably not actually going to see any of them get up here. Yep, this is pretty functional as a strategy. Yeah, this boss item like really fundamentally changes the nature of your game in such an extreme way. It's a shame there aren't more items that are like really transformative like this. I guess Transcendence is one of them. Your item evaluation changes considerably when you effectively no longer have normal health. But unfortunately, it changes things entirely in a negative way. See, on this one, we're actually going to have to deal with robot lasers. And boy, are we dealing with them. Okay. Yeah, we're at least having to fight a little bit now, which is kind of a nice change of pace. And our beetle guards are absolutely more focused on us than on the enemies. Alright. Infusion is fine. Okay, we got another thing here where the robots are not going to be super relevant. Alright, let's give them just another moment here. So what red item are we really hoping for? I mean, as always, Brilliant Behemoth would be great. Spear Daggers would be cool. Happiest Mask is always potentially fun. I don't know that the regeneration rack would be terribly exciting for us because we, a lot of our quote-unquote healing is actually in the form of barrier, which does not get doubled by the regeneration rack. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think there's quite a few red items that would just kind of be nothing for us. And on the whole, I don't think we've gotten amazing items here, but the infusion's nice. The gasoline's nice. I value the shield generators somewhere between... Okay, that's pretty bad. That's unlikely to provide any benefit at all. The personal shield generator I rate somewhere between actually negative and basically useless. Couple of will-o-the-wisps. That's cool. But it is a bulk of items, and it's stuff that we can, you know, grind and perhaps rework into something that's actually valuable, and it certainly helps. Now we gotta go really fast. So let's try to figure out really fast. We might even just have to pull the teleporter the instant we see it. Oh boy, show me a grinder. How attached are we to any of our white quality items? Would I be willing to just go all in on the attack speed? Honestly, maybe. We really don't have that much good stuff. Oh, good, a grinder. Okay. Absolutely grind this. Grind these. I'll drop the cautious slug. Ow. Mortar enemies. That sentient meat hook's pretty good. This guy. Alright, I think that's... you know what? The monster teeth. I don't need these either. Okay, let's go print us some attack speed and then find the exit, because we need to get out of here. Where was that? Where was the attack speed printer? I'm already... Man, my memory and brain, general brain operation. Here we go. Yep, thanks guys, you're helping so much. Cool, they block fireworks. They just absorb the fireworks. Okay. That helps. 9 attack speed syringes is definitely helpful. Okay, this is... I'm all turned around. I wanted to take a quick look in here. 4K, okay. We're absolutely just looking for the exit, and then we will worry about that later. Oh, also, here's an imp overlord. That was all the damage from the accumulator, huh? He got very gently accumulated. Okay. Boss down, and sadly, there is no teleporter up here or visible at all. But we do have the money for the red item now, so I guess let's go get it. And the teleporter must be in the tunnel. Okay, that's fine. I feel like our health is largely under control in the first place, so it's not super exciting. Oh, good. Unironically, good. You really can't have enough of these things. So the glaive gains damage each bounce. Did I? Huh. I thought I saw a dollar amount. I thought we like ran past a damaged drone. So while the first shot of the glaive, the reported value on the glaive, is not high enough to trigger the bans. If you just bounce it a couple of times, it becomes high enough. Okay. I didn't want to grind our brooches, but we definitely have more brooches than we probably need. I don't know, I guess the amount of brooches that you functionally max out at is however many it takes for your health bar to completely fill every time you kill an enemy. So we're not there yet. We are not going to accumulate him because I want the accumulator available for the real boss. Speaking of which, where in the hell is my teleporter? There it is. Soundtrack is going particularly hard right now. Okay, now let's pull it. Yo, screw this noise. What an absolute nightmare of a boss. I don't like the way that there's no way to avoid their projectiles. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh god. I just got, like, hung in the air there. But it felt like we did a lot of damage to them really quickly, and then we haven't done any damage at all since. Yeah. Yeah, Horde of Many Elder Lemurians. Not a good boss to fight at the best of times when you're actually scaling well. Certainly not a good one to fight when you are that far behind. We were starting to turn it around with the, all of the syringes and whatnot, but it was too late. Yeah, that's a real bummer. We had, I'm not saying that a better player could not have done it. Probably a better player could have done it, but it is, like, kind of insane how many items we got in a row over the beginning of those two runs with no offense of any kind. It's like, fresh meat will only take you so far, you know? Well, that is going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, the captain is going to carry us to a climactic victory. God, I hope the captain is going to carry us to a climactic victory. And we'll see you then.